Right.
I like that. Yeah, that's nice.
It's good.
Chilled.
Right, okay. Welcome back to our podcast, and we've got two esteemed guests in here tonight, which we'll talk to in just a moment. There's a few sort of club things that we got through, Muckamore Cricket Club sort of announcements, etc., that we've got to go through first before we get onto the business in hand. So first of all, we've been lucky enough to get a new sponsor, W.R. Kennedy Oil from... they've decided to come along and help us along the way for this season. So I think, Jonesy, we'll be able to put their website on so you can get your heating oil from them. And
yeah, I'll stick that in the description.
Stick that on the description for the podcast. So if you're cold and you need a bit of oil, they're the people to go to.
Thanks. Do you have any of them in here, do you?
No.
Quite chilly in here, to be fair, yeah.
Some of those. Also, Wallace's of Antrim have decided to come on board and help the cricket club this year too, with a bit of sponsorship. And I don't think there's any of us here that haven't gone to Wallace's, or I suppose you've got your school uniforms.
School blazers and stuff back in the day.
I know.
Yep.
So they're the ones to go for. So again, thanks to the guys there. They're very kind to us and have been over the years. Very supportive. So again, Jones, you might put their website or telephone number or something on the description. Next is we're saying a sad goodbye to a Muckamore Bluebell, incredible cricketer, Amy Caulfield, who's decided that last season was her last season. I believe she's got a new job, and it's taken her too far away from coming down to Molina to play her cricket. So I know that she'll be missed. Just a fantastic all-round cricketer, and helped the team so much, helped the girls so much. She's going to be a real loss to us. So good luck to her. I think she's going to try and play cricket nearer to where she lives, maybe. But look, thanks to her for the years of service at the club. And I'm, for one, says she'll always be welcome back if she ever decides to come back and play. But anyway, she's away. So that's that. So another one that's away, Benji Cathcart.
I seen that on Facebook the other day, actually.
way.
Not long after on the
Benji's
podcast,
away.
he said he wasn't going anywhere.
What happened to her?
Well, I think he's going to Macará, and I think they're going to. They've offered him a head coaching position, and good luck to him. He loves it. There's no one that's more sort of into his cricket and helping people and wants to help. So he's gone there. Yeah. He's going to give it a crack there. Are we allowed to talk about midweek, Jonesy?
No.
Okay.
Oh, boo.
So anyway, yeah. So, but he's away. So, but
I thought he was Mr. Muckamore, no?
oh, he is. I think he is.
Well, he's left already before and came back, so.
Yeah. Another boomerang.
Yep.
Oh. Yeah, we have
They
a lot of them.
always come back in the end.
Yeah.
Right, so yeah, Benji, good luck to him. He'll be missed. But hey, I think he'll be one of those guys that goes and plays at Macará, and then you'll see him in the evening time having a beer down at Muckamore.
Yep.
And, a great guy. He was down at training on Tuesday, helping the guys, taking drills, just loves it.
Right.
No better man. But anyway, another quick mention about the supporters draw. If you haven't signed up for the supporters draw, please, all the information about it is on our socials. Jonesy's going to probably put the link to signing up for it again on the end of the podcast on the notes. Will you do that, Jonesy?
Yeah, it'll be in the description.
Okay, and we've also, if you're worried about anything to do over Valentine's weekend, we've got the President's Quiz at the cricket club. So bring your better halves along.
What does that do?
It's just a quiz.
Yeah.
It's like a table
About
quiz?
Just a
President?
table quiz. Yeah.
All right.
Just
Is it about presidents?
it's just president.
Oh, right. You're the
Our
president
president.
of the Muckamore Cricket Club's
Yeah.
quiz?
Yeah.
Right.
He's coming
Okay,
along.
so it's not just a quiz
It's not a
about
president.
presidents.
No,
No,
no.
president, no. It's
Well,
not a
you're
Like
president.
very
he was
good
a
with it.
president and such and such. No.
So,
Okay. Well, then I may be interested in that then.
Ivor McMeekin, our president, does table quizzes, and he's doing one for us. The second one he's done, he did one last year. It was great crack. So we'll put the details on the notes. I think it's something like a tenner for a table of 6, Jonesy, or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah, tenner a table, 16th of February.
Yeah. So,
Friday night.
When's this?
so sorry,
When's this?
16th of February.
Oh,
So
happy days.
Valentine's Day
you've
present.
no intention to go.
I know. I tell you what. I'll tell you what. I love quizzes now. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm already going to a quiz on the 17th.
On the
Friends,
7th? Oh,
there's a
fair
friends quiz
Oh.
in the top of the town bar
the
on the
class.
Saturday.
Very
so
good.
I'm like, I could do 2 quizzes.
2 quizzes in
Me
2
and
days.
my missus love quizzes. We used to go to the Cova every Thursday.
Every Thursday
night.
night, yeah. I didn't know that was a thing.
Loved it.
And then we bombarded them one night after a work night out and wasn't good. Like, they weren't happy with us, like, because they take it
okay.
so seriously. And we were just there, obviously, taking the mick, like, having the laugh, obviously, always steaming, like, and
Yeah, that
they
would
didn't
be-
take
that
it
would
too
be-
seriously.
No,
Like,
no.
That would be Stu Dempster, all right.
Yep.
But anyway, it's there. You're welcome to come along. We'd be pleased to see you. So, moving along, we've got tonight again. I've been doing another. The women, our Bluebells, have now getting a new kit to fall in line with the men's kit. Basically,
What's Bluebells?
Bluebells are our women's team.
Right.
So they have been trying out new kit and stuff, and it's more or less agreed. So that's going to be a big reveal in a few weeks for their new kit. It's going to be very nice. It's going to be similar to the men's kit, almost the same, just with a little hint of pink. Just a hint.
Ooh.
I know. So, but it's going to look great, and so they're getting their kit last year and the men's kit were completely different, chalk and cheese. So it's all going to fall into line now. So, listen, thanks to Sports Hub for all their help with their kit and our kit. We're also going to get a 150th anniversary kit made that's optional for people who want to buy the kit.
150.
50th year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's our
You've been
cricket
about for
club's
150
Yep.
years.
1874.
Serious?
Madness.
So this year,
Marvellous.
we're going to have. It's not going to be a lot different than our other kit. It's just going to have a bit of different colour around the badge with founded 1874 and 150th anniversary underneath it.
Yeah,
you know.
that's
pretty
cricket
cool.
was going that long.
Yeah.
Cricket's an old sport.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but
Back to
listen,
caveman days.
Yeah.
but Sports Hub. The good thing about Sports Hub is that they were in Dublin, and they still are in Dublin, and so there was a lot of toing and froing down there last year, and to sort kit out and stuff like that, and people had to go down there if they want to buy stuff. But now they're opening a new store in Lisbon.
Oh.
And I think it could even be open now, actually. So, it's not just cricket stuff. I think they do. Do they do badminton and all that kind of stuff as well? Don't they? Tennis and Jonesy?
Generally sports kit, is it?
Yeah. So I think it's a bit more than just cricket. You know. So we'll put their website on the notes as well. So if you're interested, you want your cricket gear and all the rest of it, Sports Hub is the place to go. Now another one of our sponsors, The Junction. Have got Jones was fit to tell me what this was because I said,
sponsors do you have?
"Oh, it's not enough."
You're missing
Damn.
out. Now. You're missing out.
The Junction have. I say Jones was fit to tell me what this was. I'd like to know if you know what it's a silent disco.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, they are. I
they're class.
no idea.
They're so good.
Are they? Well,
Yeah.
they're having one on the 17th of February.
Oh,
So
no.
you'll be going then, will you?
I mean, probably not, but
But
The
you know.
Junction?
the idea is
Yeah,
a
The
good.
Junction.
The idea.
yeah.
Where are they holding it?
Outside?
I haven't. First idea. Go on. I only noticed that because I was on their website. So on their Facebook page, sorry.
Is
and
it a
just
kids
said-
thing or is it
No,
like an
just
adult
go on
thing?
there.
Will there be beer?
If there's beer, I might be up for it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like send this. You just put on a set of headphones. You listen to whatever music you want to listen
Yeah.
to, and somebody else listen to something completely
It's
different.
crazy.
You're
Like
both
when
just
you take your headset off and
raving away,
everybody's
just
dancing away to nothing.
nothing. Oh, it's surreal. Like,
Yeah,
but
so
it's
you
so
could have
good.
someone dancing to a different tune than someone else.
Yeah.
You're doing, you know.
Somebody could be
Yeah.
listening to rap, somebody could listen to pop, somebody could listen to friggin' country.
I have like 5
Just
radio
everybody's
channels on
dancing
your
away.
headset, and you just
Somebody
tune
could
into
be
whatever one.
sitting there doing Gangnam Style and another person just rapping.
Yeah, literally,
You do
it's
Gangnam Style anyway, without,
Oh,
even, without even the music. You just sit there and do it.
That's how I down her down the street.
Brilliant. So, yes, so that's what they're doing on the 17th of February. So go to the quiz on the 16th. And then silent disco on the 17th. Your weekend sorted, boss.
sorted.
I didn't like to silent discos when I was younger.
Right.
I don't think I'm going to like it when I'm 40.
You're just born.
But
That's
although,
all it
yes,
is,
it
born.
sounds amazing though
We're supposed to be big in this
for other
up, boys.
people. For other people.
For other people other
that
than
aren't-
me,
that
silent
aren't
disco's your
old.
place.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Right, so I think that's the announcements, etc. done. Listen, we've got 2 guests in today that is half cricket,
Retired.
but retired. Well, okay, but we've got
Big announcement.
2 Jets, 2 Antrim Jets. We've got
Burgess.
Neil Adams and Stuart Dempster. 2 Jets. American football
I love how he
players.
looks at Stu and goes, and Stuart Dempster.
It's
Stuart
just
Dempster.
pure admiration.
Yes, it is. I've watched him
admiration.
play cricket.
This fluffing guy.
American football and rugby player.
Yep.
So it's great to have you guys. Look, this is all part of what we want to try and do with this podcast. Is not just talk about cricket, and even though it's great, we obviously invite other clubs along in the Antrim area, and just talk about whether we have the same problems running clubs and raising money and the same sort of the politics behind
Seems
clubs.
we don't have the same problems raising money.
And all the rest of it. So it's just, it's great. Listen, guys, thanks for coming along. I know it was a bit sort of last minute. But,
Pleasure.
But we obviously, before we really get into it, what's the deal with the sweatshirt? We sort of...
I'm just representing my wee town, my wee Antrim town.
Very good.
You like that?
Yeah, I love it. So it's an Adidas...
Well, it's obviously not
Adidas
Adidas. Just
thing,
Talkin,
yeah.
Adidas,
Just Antrim.
Yeah.
Did you do that yourself, did you?
Colin Geddes' brand, if you've ever heard of Colin Geddes.
No.
Yeah.
You've never heard of Colin Geddes?
The comedian?
No.
I
Barry
went
the
up to
Blender.
see him there before Christmas. He was
Barry the Blender Henderson,
brilliant.
no?
Right, okay, no.
or after Christmas.
He's a comedian. He's like one of the most famous
funny.
comedians in Northern Ireland.
He's funny. Well worth a listen to.
I'll be sort of
You'll
like
enjoy
Adam Mogie's the only band for me, to be honest with you. So that's,
So he's bigger than Adam Mogie.
Yeah,
A wee bit, just.
Just
okay.
probably
Yeah.
because he's been around
Just.
longer, more
Yeah,
so
he's-
than anything.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You ever heard of Barry the Blender Henderson?
No.
God.
I
He used
can't
to
believe
pretend,
it.
I'll fight you, he's pretty well known. Like,
Me, Dave.
Jesus, I don't know. Sorry, boys.
Hiding in the shadows.
I'm still
Well,
in
that
Need to
one,
get
like,
out more,
I'm
Dave,
still
like.
Jim Davison for me. I know exactly. So yeah, so you've got is one of his brands or
It's just
something,
one
is
of
it?
his brands, yeah. Yeah, and our podcast might be working with him for do a wee bit of merch, hopefully soon.
Oh.
Oh, very
Maybe.
good.
Could be nice, yeah.
Oh,
So-
very good.
That's
So-
too bad.
So let's talk about a bit about how long's the Jets been going? I know.
This is our 7th season and 8th year,
Right.
so we're getting up to the decade soon.
Right. Very good.
You know,
Listen, I came to your very first. I think I was called to do some newspaper stuff, photographs
Yes.
back in the day. I think it was your first ever practice at St Joseph's Primary
Yes.
School
great
on the
pitch.
on the wee pitch, and you're all there
Yep,
trying it. So you're saying that was 8 years ago?
that was 8 years ago, mate. Yeah.
Jesus
Well,
Christ!
Long
You've certainly
time
grown
ago.
since then, haven't you? I mean, it's been a bit of a roller coaster ride for you over the
Oh,
last
it's
few
been an
years.
emotional roller coaster.
But yeah,
That's what it has. Yeah.
but you're still going strong, and
Yep, we're still going. Yeah, people seem to think that we're struggling, but we're actually not. Like, we had a wee bit of a blip, but we're working through it.
I mean, it was a few years ago. You got to the final or something, didn't you?
2
down in
years ago,
Dublin, was it?
we won a division.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a pure shutout, 28-0.
Mm.
So we did, and then we got moved up to Division 1, and things went to shit.
Yeah, I joined at the bad time.
It was from Stuart's
Yeah,
story.
I literally as soon as I
That was
joined,
his first year.
all down.
But you suffered a bit. Like I came to, I think, every game at home last
Yeah,
year, and it was
it was running clock every second half.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
means like basically the clock doesn't stop at all.
Do you find that when you're sort of getting on a bad streak, loyalty's a big thing for me. Like, if it's your club, it's your club, and if it's doing well, you still
Yeah.
play for them, and if they're doing bad, you still play for them.
Yeah,
It's still
100%.
your club. Do you find that when you're getting a dick in every week, people leave?
Yeah, we get a lot of people that go, I'm going to go to different clubs. Basically, there's people that probably won't even show up to training and things like that. There,
Right.
like it is hard, and it's just trying to keep the positivity and the momentum going. Sort of
Yeah.
like, look, this isn't going to be the way. If you keep coming to training,
Yeah.
then we can do better. We
it's
can
the only way
learn
to
more.
get better. Yeah.
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 We can't get better if you aren't coming to training to
Right,
learn
yeah.
the plays, to learn what we're doing.
Mhm.
So, and then people just think the grass is greener on the other side
Never
sometimes,
is,
and
is it,
then
really?
No.
No.
then you come back next year when they realise, oh shit, it wasn't.
I think it's just sometimes it's a little bit different if you're like an exceptional player at your
Yeah.
level,
Yeah.
know, and you go to another club who's playing a higher
Yeah.
standard, and you
Yeah.
think, well, okay, I'll give that a go. You kind of understand that, but it's when you've got guys that are playing, or the week
It's-
in week out, and then you start a couple of players leave, and then
Yeah.
you're not doing so well, and they go, right, we're off as well. You just
It's understandable. I think if we're in Division
Yeah.
1 and a player wants to go to like the Belfast Trojans or another team to try and
yeah,
win the Shamrock Bowl, which is the most coveted thing you can get in Ireland in American football, like so, like somebody wants to leave that, you can completely understand that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's
completely.
also, you can get there, if you go up there, you're more likely to be called up to the Ireland national team.
So okay, so how's it set up? Is it in Northern Ireland or where? Or
No,
Ireland?
it's the
Is it-
Shamrock Bowl and Division 1. No,
Right.
there's no Division 2
Yeah, it's all
anymore.
been
Right.
changed this year. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's 10 teams in Shamrock Bowl and 10 teams in Division 1.
Right. Okay.
And it's all over Ireland. Like, I mean,
Right. Okay. So it's the Shamrock Bowl's the higher.
yeah, that's the big division.
That's the big decision.
Yeah.
It's like a Premier League almost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Premier League. Well, basically Premier League and Championship.
And how many teams are in there?
10.
10. Right. And
Yeah.
how many's in?
Well, there was 10, but it's 9 now.
Right. Okay.
Because
not?
one of the
You fold up?
the North Dublin Pirates.
Oh,
four,
I've seen that. Yes, I've seen
have,
that. Yeah.
they'll not be playing this year, but they're going to try and rebuild for next year.
Right. Okay.
Mhm.
So
And is it well sort of like you get quite a bit of a crowd down on a Sunday
Yeah.
afternoon down at the forum?
well,
there,
it's
don't you?
mostly most of it is people like you get the most of it is other teams coming up to scout you and see what's going on, and then it's all just people just walking past because it's
Yeah.
a great venue down there for,
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
games for people just walking past and seeing, oh God, what's going on over there.
Yeah.
You know, like if we could have food and all down there, which the forum doesn't really let us, but if we could have food down there and
Yeah,
things
that'd be
like,
great.
would be
Chippy
so
van and stuff
good.
or
Like,
whatever.
yeah.
Well, I always
Yeah.
go down
Do you
there
know
and
what I
think,
mean? Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I'm sitting there watching this, and I'd love a burger, like, you know,
Yeah.
and you just look
Yeah.
around, there's like donuts if you're lucky.
Yeah,
And,
well, that's it. The
um,
Dinky
you know.
Donut truck is the only thing we're really allowed, but we're not allowed that anymore.
But you're not allowed that anymore.
No, they won't let us put it on because I don't know what the crack is, but the food people that do the food in the forum are saying
But there's
no,
no,
we
no
do
one
the
that does
food.
food in the
I
forum.
thought it was closed down in the forum
Yeah.
there too. Yeah.
But apparently,
Like, sure, it's a Sunday too. Sure, it wouldn't have been open on a Sunday most days anyway. Sure, the forum's only open from what?
and
1 to
apparently
4?
the trailers ruin the grass.
Not like our bits don't do it anyway. But
Yeah, well, sure, the barely let us on the pitch for that.
trainings, we're not even allowed on a
No.
football pitch. Anyways, we tear it up.
Okay, well,
We're stuck in a bog.
No,
but yeah, you do need a burger thing. I mean, I remember when you
100%.
first get burgers down there.
Because we've Elsa on our team and she does
Yeah.
biltong and all.
Yes,
like,
I've
and
seen
she
it.
has her own wee
Amazing.
truck that goes down to Junction 1 and everything.
Yeah.
It is
And she can come
amazing.
down and sell it, like, but
Mhm.
like, we're not allowed it there.
Not allowed.
Yeah.
I remember when you first started down there, you had the bouncy castles.
We
and
had bouncy
food
castles.
and-
We had we had
missed
the
those.
food. We had a DJ. We had cheerleaders.
Did cheerleaders, I remember
Yeah.
them, yeah.
There was the Lagan Valley Wildcats, and they were the exact same colour and all of us. It was mad. Like,
Oh, class.
yeah.
I missed all this.
Yeah.
I joined
Nice.
at that time.
You
The
did.
only thing I have to say is back in the day when it first started, I came to the first match. Now, I'm not criticising American football for one bit because I know it's a little bit better, but I can remember coming down to take the team picture, the coin toss, right, and the first 5 minutes of the game, right, and then I had to go and cover a St Congle's GAA game they were playing in. So I left and was going to rush back to catch the end. So I went from the forum to St Congle's, did the GAA whole game, came back, and it just about started the second half. I was like I'd done a whole an hour's worth of another, and you hadn't even started the second. Now I know it's got a lot better, but the people's sort of like it goes on and on and on.
It's all about the referees. The referees, you know, the referees can allow the game to play on, or they can call penalties every 2 seconds. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's an amateur sport, so like, it's not going. Nothing's going to be perfect.
Well, I
like.
fell out with one of your refs last year over the high vis. So you get a few
yeah,
photographers there. So
Yeah.
I've turned up and I've not got a high vis, and I'm stood on the side of the pitch, and he's asked me where my high vis was, and I said, "Well, where the fuck's yours?"
No.
And he said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, have I got to wear high vis? So just in case you get hurt." And I said, "Well, you're in the middle of it. You haven't got one. What's stopping you from getting it?" Anyway, I then get twisted and like I can't. My mouth runs away with me. And he's like, "If you don't go and get high vis, you're off and out." So I had to go and find high vis, but.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are mad. Like, there's
Yeah.
certain referees where you go, whenever you know you've got this referee, you know it's going to be a long game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm.
But I have to say, from 8 years ago, when your first match or whatever it was,
Well, you're saying
To
this
this
now
now.
because that was whenever we were able to keep the scores low enough. So last year it's quicker because by the second half it was a running clock.
Yeah.
So
Sadly.
we were getting beat
Sadly.
by once you get beat, we were getting beat by 30 points as a running clock.
right? Okay.
So yeah, it was
What
bad.
does that
to-
mean? So it just like
Like, you know, where like if the ball goes out of play,
Yeah.
then the clock stops.
yes,
So
It's a bit like
if
rugby in that sense.
if
where-
Right.
yeah.
in the second half, whenever you're getting beat by 30 points, that clock doesn't stop. Clock keeps
Right,
running.
just keeps going.
So
Right,
it's
okay.
basically if there's
Happened
12
a few
minutes
times
left,
last year.
literally it'll be
but
12
they
minutes
have
and it'll be over.
the whole thing's gone a bit quicker, isn't it? So you know,
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I think it's good crack. Only because I know a lot of you that play
Yeah.
down there, and I can
Yeah.
sit there and boo you from the sidelines and
Cheers on,
Yeah,
yes. Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. But it's but I enjoy it. It's a good crack,
Yeah.
and it's nice to see everyone.
I said everybody
Yeah.
down there. It's like a good wee family down there. See the
Uh-huh.
boys that are there, like they are really good lads. Like, you know what I
They
mean.
are.
You can't fault any one of them. Like, they're all good people. Like,
Mhm.
you know. So
Do you sort of mention money? Do you find it hard to go and get? I mean, we were talking about kit earlier. Obviously, it's expensive. I know cricket is expensive. I mean, you know that, don't you?
So costly. See, for your helmet, your pads, the stuff that you need, even bottoms. Like, we can rent our equipment off the Jets because obviously the Jets have their own equipment. You can rent it off them for the year, etc., etc. But you need to
Right.
get your own pads for your bottoms, so you can get a girdle and then
yeah, you have to
trousers
buy-
for the top of it. Obviously, things like that there, which are relatively inexpensive. They're not too expensive. But see, when it comes like, if I went to go and buy a brand new helmet, I'm talking £500.
Well,
If
for
you want-
a-
if
for a
you
league.
know- if you want a good one, like
Aye,
if you
well,
want
that's what I'm saying. That's
like no,
that's
like that's not even a good one. That's like a
basic
medium
range.
one.
That's it, yeah.
Like if you want a real good one. Or
So
like
let's
2.5
say you just
grand.
wanted, if you
Yeah.
had to go and buy, what is it, shoulder pads and all the bits of it. If you had to go and buy it for yourself,
If you want, if you want like a cheap, good pair sort of thing for
Yeah.
pads and helmet, it will cost you about £500.
Easy.
right? Okay.
And your helmet lasts you, what, 10 years before it has to get but that's to
Yeah.
get inspected every year and stuff, doesn't
It has
it?
to,
Anyway?
it has to get inspected every year.
Every
and
year.
It usually range between 8 to 10 years.
Yeah.
But sure, I bet a cricket bat can cost you £300 or £400, though, can't it?
Yeah, but it's only a bat.
Do you
Yeah.
not supply
So-
bats?
No, you have
No.
to get your own bat and your own pad. Well, people can borrow
What?
pads and stuff, but you have to buy your own bat.
All
aye.
this sponsorship and you can't even freaking buy bats for people?
Well, they're personal things, like you
They
know,
are.
it's-
See, a bat's different to like a football's a football.
Yeah.
You're not changing a football. Obviously, you can get better grades and stuff. But a cricket bat's personal to each person. It's like me wearing Joey's gloves.
Yeah.
I like my gloves. He
Yeah.
likes his gloves. We can't
Yeah.
share gloves.
So
Yeah,
what
that's
you're
true.
saying, you do a rental thing. So you buy the kit and
So we buy the kit, so like and then anybody can rent it off. Whoever comes down can rent it off us for the year. It's only 25 quid for the year for the helmet, 25 quid for the pads, 50
Oh,
quid all in.
So
I paid
for the
50.
year.
It was 25. I was getting ripped off.
Yeah.
so it's actually you're making it sort of like accessible to everyone, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, so
Yeah.
you've not got some young lad wants to give it a go and they say, yeah,
Yeah, it's 500 quid to buy your
Five.
helmet
Yeah,
pads, and
that's-
then
yeah.
also
Can you pay-
membership fees and,
yeah,
then,
exactly, yeah.
and registration fees.
Right,
Because especially
okay.
if you come down, you don't enjoy it. Then
I
it's
know,
just- it's
I
just
know.
a- or you have a serious injury which stops you playing for
Yeah,
a year or two. Then you're
Mhm.
stuck there with a £500 helmet you can do nothing with.
No.
Yeah.
Is that personal to you, that helmet? You couldn't sort of give it to someone else to use?
Well, you
kind of
could,
thing?
but if you spent £500, you wouldn't want anybody
No, no,
sweating
no,
and
exactly.
dirtying it up
No.
or racking it on you. You know,
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
you know, if it's a nice wee helmet, you don't want somebody else cracking it on
So,
you.
so the Jets have got how many sets of kit? Like,
We have about 20 sets of pads and about 15 helmets.
do you rent yours? Do you?
I rent mine. Yeah.
I think it's good.
And like
great.
most of the team rents theirs like too, like
Do they?
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
because
who-
you don't know how long you're going to be playing for.
No,
like,
no.
Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So you don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
a serious injury could put you out for the rest of your career or whatever. And it's a big amount of money to spend on a helmet and pads.
And also, if you like moving about a lot, you know, you don't want a navy helmet to go to
Yeah.
somebody
Right.
that has a white helmet or
Yeah.
somebody
Yeah.
that has a black helmet and
Yeah.
Mhm.
things like that.
So who's the team to watch this coming season? Do you think?
Antrim Jets.
Oh, well, without
Back
saying.
with a vengeance.
Depends what division you want to go in. If you're going to look at the Premier Division, it's always the Rebels. The Rebels are going to be there. They're the
They
Dublin
were
Rebels.
very, very good last
They're
year.
Right,
the
okay.
Dublin Rebels.
Very
They
good.
literally went undefeated last year and won the Shamrock Bowl.
They
Basically,
seem to hit hard. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
they're actually coming to our training ground this Sunday
Right,
to do a wee joint scrimmage with us.
right, okay, very good.
So,
Do you want us to survive for the season or?
well, it's not going to be a hard hit. It's going to be rapping and stuff like.
Right.
No, not rapping, but you know, like rapping.
What about your division though? Division
Our
one?
division is so open. Like, if there's so many good teams and so many, like, it's just you don't know who's going to win it. I mean, I did a power rankings on our podcast last night, and I think I had the Rhinos, the West Dublin Rhinos, to win it, and then the Mavericks, the Louth Mavericks.
Mavericks were good
and
last year. They were hard to play against.
They came second last year.
Mm-hmm.
What about the Razorbacks?
The Razorbacks can be hit or miss. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to expect from them. You know
I
what I
still
mean?
think we should have beat them
They've
first
lost
game
a
of season
couple of
last year.
key players that played for them last year. They're way down south, so I don't know. They could be good,
Yeah.
but I don't know yet.
So who's our nearest team to apart from the Antrim Jets? There's one's in Belfast, I think.
The Razorbacks,
Trojans.
No, for us to
Or our
play.
division, or
No,
just a team in general?
Just in team
Just
in
a team
general.
in general.
In Northern Ireland teams,
Yeah.
you've got the Donegal Dairy Vipers, you've got the Causeway Giants, you've got us, you've got the Craigavon Cowboys, you have the Razorbacks, you have the Belfast Knights and the Belfast Trojans.
Right,
I
okay.
forgot about the Knights.
If you want to get into flag, it's more
Right. Like the
flag football.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the like tag rugby? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's like the Belfast Lions, there's like the North Dublin Dragons or North Down Dragons.
No, I was going to say you play that mix, but you actually play your proper American football mix, don't you?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
women that
yeah.
play
Yeah,
for you, which
like-
yeah.
Yeah. There's no gender specific.
There's no rule behind it.
That's a
like,
word
Yeah.
for us. So like you can be any age. Well, from 18 plus, like I
Yeah.
think there's a 65-year-old that plays for the Crusaders.
Who was the
Yeah.
one plays for the Derry Donegal Vipers too? He must be in his 40s anyway. Like there's an older fella too. Like and
I think that's O'Donnell. That's
Is
his name, McDonald or O'Donnell. Yeah,
So if many other, I know you've got maybe there's two.
there was two.
Which one got injured at the end of last
It was
season?
Chrissy McKee.
Yeah.
She done her knee in.
Nee, and I was there. Yeah.
And then there's Elsa. Elsa obviously plays like professional rugby, like nearly.
Yeah.
So she plays for Ireland and stuff like.
Yeah.
She's actually joined a team in England.
has she?
What American football team?
Yeah. So
Okay.
because she can't play for Team GB
Right.
unless she's played 4 games for a team in
Right.
Okay.
England or Scotland
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
or Wales. So she's gone over there. She's actually flying over during the week to go and play for them, and
Right. Okay.
so she can
mad.
get into Team GB.
She's good to be fair.
Yeah,
Very, very good.
She's good. Like she'll probably be the best lineman on their team.
Yeah, Jones, you put some of them photographs. So we'll have a look at these photographs. That,
Wonderful photos.
Let's see
Aye.
these pictures.
I know. No, we were talking about
Start
this
with
before. What's this guy's name? I remember taking this photograph.
Karim Hassan.
Yeah, so he broke his leg and
Yes.
couldn't really see how he broke his leg, but until I got home and then went to put it in the Antrim Guardian and realised that his foot was pointing the wrong direction.
Did you get this
completely.
in the paper before?
Yeah, I got it in the
Did
paper.
you?
Yeah. Like I was reading the caption. Yeah, he wasn't a happy bunny, and I felt bad because I thought, what's all the fuss about?
Yeah.
And then I got home, I was like, oh my god, his foot.
his
Can you
foot's
zoom in
going
on his
the
foot
wrong
there,
way.
Jones? You can hear.
I kind of thought we were trying to encourage people
Yeah.
to come and play and not
So
scare
his
them
foot
away.
should
If
be-
anything, like, but
Yeah, his foot should be pointing in the other direction.
Yeah.
That's
So
nasty.
up instead of down. So
Yeah.
not
doesn't
good.
happen every game, guys. Just to let
No,
you know.
no.
Just to let you know.
It's usually every time I've seen people get hurt, it's usually knees. Funny enough.
Yeah, that's
Seems
what
to
happened to
be.
me. That's what put me out.
Mm-hmm.
My knee.
Well, who we got
Oh,
there?
Who's that?
who's
Who's
that
that
guy?
strapping
Who's
young
that
lad there?
handsome
Look at
fellow?
that. At me, he's beautiful.
That sexy basket.
There's so much Photoshop work gone into that picture.
You could at least Photoshop the biceps. At least maybe look somewhat.
I know. Put a wee definition into
Exactly.
them,
Do something. Do something good.
Aye. So that was. Oh, that's. I don't know who this. Who was
Nice.
number 21?
That's Jordan Foster, I'm near sure.
Is he 21?
I think so, aye. It looks like his build, though.
It does
Yeah.
look like his build.
I was
Yeah,
hoping,
it
but I
does.
know Big Jordan anyway because he plays rugby.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
he's a good guy. I was kind of hoping he'd bring him instead of.
Says
Thanks, Dave. That's all right. I'll just leave that. Sorry, cheers.
I think his exact words were, if there's no women, then I don't want to go.
Oh well,
That
wouldn't be
sounds
right.
like Jordan. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah. No problem. Yep.
So yeah, he's given someone a bit of a whack there. I don't know. Yeah.
43. I'm trying to, who's 43?
I don't know, but he's made a mess of him
I'm
anyway.
trying to see.
Well, there's Kenny because you can tell by the red undershirt.
I think that's Kenny.
Yeah, can you always tell Kenny by his.
His
His redness,
he has
yeah,
red
that's
on-
his signature.
That's the red underneath
That's our Kenny
What
signature.
does he? Is he quarterback?
Kenny?
No,
Kenny,
who's
no.
your quarterback?
Scott.
Scott.
Yeah,
Scott
that's
McLean.
right.
Kenny's linebacker, but he'll be doing a wee bit of running back this year too.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
So,
I like that.
yeah.
I'm not getting Kurt for running back, no. Not fancy going down that avenue.
He should be wearing one of them jerseys.
Oh, is he moved?
should. Yeah, he's moved. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I always.
Last year was his first year too, wasn't it?
Last year was his first year.
Same as me, rookie
But
year.
you know what I always felt, and I don't know. I mean, he's a big lad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just seemed to go over too easily.
He never run low enough. I think.
Is that what it is?
He
I mean, I
always,
don't
he always
know.
stood up sort of
You
too
just think
straight.
he's powering down, and someone would just touch me, go down. And you just felt, okay.
So you have
Why
all the
not say
muscles in the
that?
world doesn't mean you're
You can say that, yeah.
nice and strong.
I can't.
So
That's a nice. That's a.
That's a lovely wee lane, isn't it?
that's a lovely lad.
That's
It's a lovely day.
Is that what's the name? Number 66. Then?
No, it's Dave McClellan that did it.
That's Big Dave.
Wow,
I mean-
Elsa, if you're listening, Dave's
sorry,
sorry
Elsa.
for that one. Holy crap. That was mean.
Oh,
Oh,
there.
look at them.
The 66.
First of all,
That's him.
esteemed mayor of Antrim Newton Abbey, Mark Cooper. And I think that was just before Christmas.
This is a wee recruitment drive we did down at Junction 1, yeah.
How did that work out for you?
Yeah, really good. We got a good bit of rookies down, so we did. We got a couple of linemen, a couple of linebackers, a wee running back.
A few good players, to be fair.
Yeah,
A few
we
very,
did,
very good
yeah.
players. We've got a trainer behind them.
Yep, running back and new right tackle looks good. Like at the minute, like.
Yep.
And there's a couple of wee in the D line.
I thought I'd
There's
put
the
that
flag.
one in because of the flag. What you call it? Sort of
Yes,
tag flag.
Flag
Yeah,
is going
flag.
up these days. Like it just keeps going.
That's completely
It's
non-contact, is it?
non-contact.
Yeah.
Like it's all in the hips. You need to dodge with your wee hips.
And so what
It's
you have
all
to
in
try
the
and to
hips.
stop someone, you have to pull the yellow.
Pull a flag. As soon as you pull
Yeah.
a flag, you just put it up, and that's where they have to go back to. Put the ball
Right,
back,
okay.
so you get 4.
It's just like tag rugby.
You start from the back, and you get 4 chances to go past the halfway line, and then you get another 4 chances to get to the end zone.
Is it a small pitch you use as
Yeah.
well? Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's a lot smaller, yeah.
I remember coming and watching the tournament last summer. Was it maybe at the Forum?
Yeah.
Just
So no, it's good for people. Like it's 16 plus as well, so girls and guys from 16 onwards can play as well. Like and because there's absolutely
you
no
had
contact.
quite a few teams down playing that tournament, didn't you? I think.
Yes, there's loads. Like there's absolute loads. And see with the flag now, then the Olympics, it's just flag teams are just coming out of the woodwork everywhere.
We're
now,
playing
like.
this in the.
Yeah, the Olympics.
Yeah.
Not this year's, but it'll be 2028, I think. In
Is it
LA.
Brazil, is it?
Yeah.
It's Brazil. Isn't it?
No, it's LA.
Is it LA?
Aye.
I thought it was Brazil. Well, it shows how much I pay attention.
Okay, was that it, Jonesy? Was it?
Yeah, that's all the
Oh,
pictures.
that's it.
That's sad.
Yeah. Maybe you should have done more.
Should have got my nice wee gif you had in there. That was,
Oh yeah, the
nice.
GIF.
You
I
got
think
the
I
GIF for me,
deleted
mate?
them quite quickly afterwards.
Did you not
Oh,
get the
thanks,
one of
Dave.
me
Sorry.
in the with being a mayor for a minute? No,
Do you want that back on again? Do you?
no, I'll be alright. No,
You sure
as
we
I
can
was
put
a mayor, I was the
Oh,
mayor.
yeah.
The mayor. There's a picture of me as the mayor.
I just appreciate Mark's beard.
I had
That's
his
something.
lovely,
That's
I had
a
his
serious
lovely,
beard.
lovely chain.
That's a serious beard.
Aye, that's it.
Pictures the
you
shame,
talking
mate.
about me?
No. The beard beside you. Look
It's
at
mad
Mark's.
because see where
Look at
that,
that.
see where that wee thing's
Look at
pointing.
that.
See that?
Yeah.
No, see the
What we think?
what do you call it? The gazebo.
Yeah.
Metal bars making it look like my hair sticking up in the middle. I don't like that.
Oh, it does. doesn't it?
It does a wee bit actually. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Now.
Yeah, it's no good.
Looks like I've got a mohawk or something.
Well, at least Mark doesn't have that problem anyway.
No, he definitely doesn't.
Sorry,
like,
mate.
He looks like a wee egg.
An upside down head.
Yeah. Baldy Kelsey, we call him. Like.
The baldy Kelsey.
Yeah.
So what? So when's the season start for you?
Our first game is March 3rd against the Razorbacks at Razorbacks.
Right. Okay.
So it is. So that will be an interesting. It's the only time we
Vengeance.
played them this year as well. Whereas last year we played them twice. We're only playing them once this year.
Back for vengeance.
We're playing the Giants twice. Then the Rhinos are coming up on the 23rd, I think it is.
Right.
So they are.
Is it, you're rebuilding at the moment, aren't you? Are you expecting much from this coming season, or are you just going to?
Well, we didn't win a game last year, so anything better than that.
Yeah, it's a win.
Yeah. So if we get
positive.
one win, we're better.
Mm-hmm.
So that's progression.
We're going to win the first game of the season. I'm
But
confident.
I'm hoping we do all right. Like, I mean, we've switched a couple of things around. We're designing a playbook that fits Scott's skill set.
Also
Yeah.
much
We've brought-
simpler too.
We
which
brought Jerry
helps.
McCabe back, who, whenever Jerry was here, our defense was just elite. And that was how we won games when we
Yeah.
won Division 2. Like, so now that he's back, our defense should be back on track again.
He's also a fellow Niner, so that's always a good shout out.
Yeah.
There's what? Sorry.
He's a fellow Niner.
He's
He
a
supports
49er fan.
Okay.
Winning
know.
the Super Bowl this year. Just throw that in there.
Since I sort of knew that you're kind of coming on, I've been sort of like watching a bit of American football on the TV and
And you're
stuff like
this
that.
is so amazing, aren't
No,
you?
but I tell you what I did watch. I watched a film about a guy called Kurt Warner.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, he'll obviously mean everything to you, but an incredible story.
Yeah.
Have you watched the film
I haven't seen the film, but I know
American
the story.
Underdog?
Yeah.
Considering, he went from within a couple of years, and it means nothing to me, an undrafted player,
Yeah.
went to play arena football, which is like five-a-side American football, basically. And always wanted to play in the NFL, just knock back. Ended up working in a supermarket, stacking shelves and loading bags up and stuff like that, and then within, just got a lucky break, and then ended up winning the Superbowl that year. And just an incredible. Watch the film. It's called American Underdog. It's an unbelievable film. But is there ever a chance of that kind of thing happening from anyone from here?
There is a thing called the International Player Pathway.
Yes.
There is 4 guys from Ireland going over to the NFL Combine this year.
Right.
So they'll be trying out for kickers.
Right, okay.
So
and then you've got your guy for the Welsh international
rugby player. He's going over.
Yeah,
he's going to be trying to be a running back, isn't he?
And a punt returner too. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's more money.
And then what do you call the fella from the Trojans? Got the college
Lopez Sanusi.
defensive end, wasn't it?
Lopez Sanusi. Yeah,
he got
for
a college
Belfast
scholarship.
Trojan. He went from the Trojans over to the NFL Academy over in England.
Right.
And then got a college scholarship.
Very good.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
But there's a thing called leader kicking that's about here in Ireland. It's just a guy runs about and teaches people how to kick and progress their kicking so they can be an NFL kicker perhaps. And then he's now an international player pathway coach now. So he was able to bring 5 guys. I think there's one of them's from near Dungannon too.
Right.
That he's away over to it. So you could have an Irish kicker in the NFL next year.
Be cool.
Jeebus.
Yeah.
Be cool.
And you're not playing at all now, are you?
No, I'm just coaching. I'm just
Soft.
coaching the O-line like I've trying to.
What coach you? Because every team has about 10 coaches, doesn't it? It seems to me.
Yeah.
So what kind of coach are you going to be?
I coach the offensive line. The
Right.
big guys at the front that protects the quarterback.
Right.
So that's who I coach. Make sure that they do their jobs
So
right.
just for those who don't know, there's essentially 2 teams in one team.
Pretty much, yeah. Offense, defense, yeah.
Well, you technically go 3 if you want to get into it, but
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
there's
your
special
special
teams
teams
as
too.
well. So
Special ones.
special
special
teams. Yeah.
teams, yeah.
It's called special teams. It's where the kick returns and stuff.
Kicking,
Okay.
field
Yeah,
goals.
so
all
So
you
they'd
sorts
be
of
made up
special
of
teams.
the offensive team and the defensive team. Or
Yeah,
they-
offensive defense would be on the special teams. Yeah.
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 Okay.
So
But like when you go NFL, you have somebody that's designated just to be a kicker, somebody's designated just to be a punter. As we're at our level, you'll have somebody doing
Yeah.
a bit of everything sort of thing. Like
And what positions do you play?
tight end.
Yeah.
Big
Tight wad.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks.
Oh, he never buys a drink for me either.
No, I know. Yeah.
Excuse me. Hold on. That's
Holy
just
crap!
dinner.
We'll see at the Super
But do
Bowl
you-
night
have you-
anyway.
have
I'll
you
get
had
you a pint. Don't worry.
Have you
Relax
had
yourself.
many? Have you had many touchdowns?
My first game, I should have had one,
Yeah.
and I got tackled a yard away from the end zone.
Yeah.
That's a no then.
The ball.
That's
ball
a no.
popped
Yeah,
out.
that's the whole
I
point.
was
of the
just
game,
saying I
though.
was close. All right.
Do you know what his issue is? He's mad for just if somebody touches him, throwing him on the ground or something,
Yeah. Yeah.
or pushing him in the back.
Or like if I'm running,
Like if he
somebody,
gets
like,
hit and he's just like and then gets stopped, he just gets up and throws somebody on the ground. You're like, stop it!
or like if I'm running at somebody, I will run at them and try to run over the top of them rather than try and run around them.
Yeah.
I'm the same in rugby. If I see somebody, I'm going to go through them rather than around them.
You know, I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. You can do that. You
But
know,
how do you find the difference between what's tougher?
cricket or American
No,
football?
No, I think rugby here we're talking
All right,
about here. Nick.
all right.
Cricket's
Sorry. I was like,
certainly-
what?
Certainly tougher.
Rugby would be a lot more endurance, I would say, because you're on the pitch for 80 minutes constantly.
Yeah.
40 minutes for as we're for like hitting and peeing. American football is so much harder because there's no like in rugby there's tackle rules and stuff,
Yeah,
and you have to be tackled properly and stuff like that. There, as we're American football, when you get hit, you get hit.
I think if people forget that whenever you're wearing a helmet and pads, you feel invincible.
You do, yeah.
So whenever you're
But
running
you're
at
not.
somebody, you don't slow down before you're going. You run through them, and you're running
Yeah.
through with a big metal helmet. And if you're hitting somebody in the side,
Yeah.
I think I'd rather be hit by somebody with no pads on or helmet,
Yeah.
no helmet
Yeah.
on than somebody with a helmet and pads into my ribs.
And like you don't have to wrap arms on. I could just throw myself at somebody's feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And
You're not actually like a grab, are you?
No,
No.
it's holding.
Yeah.
when you're tackling somebody, you can grab them.
When you're on defense, you can grab them down, but
But if I'm blocking my quarterback
you
and
can't horse collar
I
or anything. though,
grab
but-
somebody, then that's holding.
Yeah.
Not allowed
Yeah.
to do that. It's a penalty.
But you can literally grab somebody and throw them down on
Penalties when they
defense.
throw the little flags up in the air.
Yeah, but see,
Yeah.
it's completely different rules. Like if you're with offensive line can't grab. If you were caught doing that,
Yeah.
grabbing somebody by their shirt, that's gone. But if you're defense, you can grab somebody down like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Different rules for different
crazy.
positions.
There's a lot of rules. A lot of explaining.
But have you got a preference between that and rugby?
I think I prefer American football, yeah. Because I've enjoyed American football for so long. And then he tortured me for it must have been a solid
It
year.
was a year like
At least a solid year to get me down to train. I kept saying, I'll come down, because I was playing rugby and Saturday or the Sunday after rugby, I was in pain. I was like, I can't be bothered going down. Then he eventually
and also
got me
he
down.
likes a wee beverage on a Saturday night too.
Big Jordan
And that
plays.
too, of course.
Big Jordan plays rugby both, doesn't he? Yeah, I've seen a couple of.
Why do you keep calling him Big Jordan?
But is
Nice to meet Jordan,
Pete
unless you know
or
something we don't.
is it
but-
Pete or Dan come down and watch a couple of times?
Aye, Dan Cullen.
Dan
come down
Cullen
quite a
come
lot,
down. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a big lad, isn't he? And
Yeah.
he was
Who?
talking
Be
about.
good to get him again. Big Dan Cullen plays rugby, plays sort of 8 for
Yeah.
Randallstown ones. Good,
I would imagine
good
he'd
big
be
strong
very
player.
good,
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
But he was sort of huffing and blowing about whether he was going to come and play or not. Watched
Yeah.
a couple of games.
Yeah.
Is would it be sort of quite a natural sort of move to make from rugby?
There's a
from-
lot of things that transfer across, because a lot of things don't see. There's certain rules and certain things that even from me watching American football, I didn't pick up on or didn't really know, and I had to be taught them. And
right.
like, see when we're set in the huddle and set ready to make our move and stuff, how you have to just stay still. See if I make one move or whatever, that's offside. You're instantly flagged because
Yeah,
you've
it's
went
called
a
a
false start.
Like if he moves while
Yeah.
we're set,
So when
that's
he
a-
shouts set, we
that's
all
a-
have to stay completely
that's
still.
a false start if he moves.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
we had a wee bit of an issue with our centre because Mark McFadden, he's now doing our centre this year.
Mhm.
So he's just learning the position, and he was like, as soon as he gets the ball set, he kept like twerking his arse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, can't do that.
can't do
No.
because that's
And it's like because that's him moving, and then so
yeah.
the defense see him moving, and then they move, and they go, no, well he moved. You know, so
So you've got your Super Bowl party coming up at the top of the town.
yes,
Whoop, whoop.
yes,
I'm going.
Are you going?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
Oh
going.
yes, Dave.
Yeah,
Come on.
good man. Take
Good
loads
man.
of
Oh, there it
pictures.
is there.
There it is. Look at that.
Yeah, boy.
So
Yeah.
the 49ers are going to lift the Lombardi,
You see that lovely wee talking ball sign there? We're going to be there.
and Taylor Swift's going to cry.
Very good.
That's all I'm hoping for.
So there's a few sort of activities going on during the night.
Yes.
won't there be?
Well, that's it. Well, we're starting. Doors open at 8:00. We'll be doing our show at about 8:30, and then
Right.
doing a hot wing chicken challenge.
Dear.
Chicken wing
you
challenge.
going in for that?
No, I like hot stuff, but I want to enjoy my night.
Yes.
I'll be nervous
like,
enough as it is.
we'll
so-
get maybe 5 or 6 boys up there and get a prize for the winner. And then we'll be doing a beer bong competition,
Beer pong.
Okay.
and then straight
Good fun.
into the American football. And get
What time does the match actually start?
11:30.
Mhm.
Right. Okay.
So they're keeping open the pizza place and all for us until
Are they?
11. Yeah,
Lethal.
Are they?
yeah, boy.
Lethal.
And you expecting a big crowd up?
Well, we've limited tickets because we will be outside for the start, and then we'll be going inside as soon as the football's starting. So there's limited tickets because there's only so much room.
Right. Okay.
So once the tickets are gone, they're gone.
And sorry for my ignorance, but who's actually in the Super Bowl this year?
The 49ers and the Chiefs.
And who's has it got a red hot favourite? Is it or?
The Chiefs are going to win it. Like
Chiefs aren't going to win it.
Chiefs are going to win it. Like
Brock Purdy's taking us the whole way.
yeah.
George Kittle, 2 touchdowns.
No, yeah.
Heard it here first.
Chiefs are going to win it. Like
CMC's going to
Chiefs
run
just
over
seem
the
to
top
grind out wins and beat teams in the playoffs. Like this can't seem to be beat.
they shouldn't be in the Super Bowl this year.
They shouldn't. I agree,
shouldn't
but
be here.
they're there
They're there
because they keep grinding out.
Because Mahomes is a freak and Kelsey's also a freak.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Do you watch it on what's it on now? Still Channel 4?
Sky.
The Zone.
Sky, is it?
The Zone.
Or Red Zone, yeah, you can watch
'Cause
Red
you
Zone
get-
too.
you
Yeah,
get
you
it
can watch
on,
them all. Aye.
Well, it's on Sky and it's on Red Zone, but there's also the app, which is the NFL app, but it's now The Zone. Have you
Is that
ever
what it's
heard
called
of
now? The Zone, right? Okay.
You ever heard of The Zone?
No, never heard of the Zone.
Yeah, The Zone.
Very
You know
good.
what
I got,
Dazn?
like I got the NFL.
You know what
Ah,
Dazn
Dazn,
is?
yeah, yeah, but no,
it's called The
is that
Zone.
called
Everybody
The Zone?
calls
Right,
it
okay.
Dazn. It's
Actually, I've
The
just
Zone.
looked,
I've
it's,
seen Dazn, aye.
it's the 11th of February, so I've got my two, 11th of February weekend sorted out. There,
Yeah,
following weekend.
You're going to be
quiz,
tripping. So from
quiz,
the Sunday,
silent disco.
and then
You're not going to stop.
silent disco quiz.
What a
Yep.
week! What a week to be alive, guys.
You can go to
I
the
know.
Friends quiz as well on the
What a week to
17th
be
before
alive.
the silent disco.
What's that say? Get Monday booked off.
Booked
now.
and all.
Yeah,
Booked
get
off
Monday
and
booked
all.
off now because you'll be there at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Right,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, so it starts at 10:30, or starts at 11:30, and then obviously it's maybe about an hour and a half of football, and then you've
And
got your
the halftime
halftime show.
Oh, I wonder who it's going to be this year.
Usher.
Is it?
Mhm.
Probably Taylor Swift will do it too. Whenever she's,
I've had enough of Taylor Swift already.
yeah,
I'm going to watch her cry.
you're a big Swiftie fan.
Yep. I have every Taylor Swift fan
You've
out
got
there
to-
now. It's just all a Chiefs fan.
And you're
It's just
doing a
how it is.
live podcast from there, eh?
Yes, we're doing a live
So
podcast.
let me just explain to people that probably, hopefully, haven't switched off by now.
Why would they?
I don't. You do a Talking Balls podcast. There's
Yes,
4 of you?
there's 5 of us now.
5 of us.
Yeah.
So now, is that a Antrim Jets podcast or a general sort of
That's a general podcast for just American football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very good.
We've actually got another three hosts now because we're looking to cover American football in Ireland a wee bit better. And we did it last year, and then because nobody was doing it, and then as soon as we started, all these podcasts
There's
came
about
in.
6 of them now,
Works, like, you know.
Yeah.
And but we're going to do, we got, what are they called, Shamrock Bowl players and people from the board on the AFI to do the Premier Division podcast. So because last year we got a lot of stick because we were like in Division 2 and 1. They were like, you don't know anything about the Premier Division. Why are you talking about it? And I'm like, all right, well, like, we'll get people in to talk about that. So there's a show just for the Premier Division, show for Division 1, and then we've got our own Talking Ball show, and then Curtis is going to be doing a Talking Baseball show soon.
Talking baseball?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Curtis
McGosh.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
So he's going to be doing
Very
a wee
good.
baseball show whenever that comes out, whenever that's going to be starting.
Now, also, you've got the Antrim Jets basketball team as well, haven't you? I
Well,
know you're loosely connected.
We
aren't you?
we share a name, but that's Tony. Tony does that.
Yeah.
Tony Rogers. Tony Rogers started that, and
But they seem to be doing quite well.
they're doing good. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're doing very good. It's got a
Scott plays
really
them
good
and stuff
following.
like that,
Like they've got a wee kids basketball
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
going on and all too. Like it's great. It's just took off.
There's a
Fair
pal of
play.
mine who plays from Noel McGrattan. Actually, I don't think he's playing. He wasn't well and had to stop playing for a while. I think he's hoping, to come back. But he was playing. He was telling me about it before he came unwell that he was playing there, and it's just, I keep forgetting to go. I want to go and watch a game, and I keep forgetting. It's like shit. I keep forgetting to go, but it's good that they've kind of something to do with you, but just in name only. But you don't sort of no mixed committees or anything like that.
No, nothing like that. No. They're
Thank
their
God.
own basically separate entity with just really sure name sort of thing.
Would you go and catch some of their games or not really?
If I had time, yes.
Yeah,
I strongly dislike basketball, so it wouldn't be anything for me.
Do you not like
Don't
basketball?
like it at all. I can't get
I
into
went
it.
to watch
Can't get
basketball in
into
New York, and it's just like it's worse than tennis.
Yeah,
It's just
back forth.
Yeah, it's
back.
just like-
That's what bored me. Yeah.
And then there's a lot of breaks in it too.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know?
yeah.
But you know, it's
Have
but
you
at
ever
least
watched a
with
game of
American
American
football, you've
football?
got like a
American
big
football's
naz of
not
pitch. You
as
know what's
bad as
going on.
people
Where it's
make
just
out.
like, oh,
It
they're just
is.
going back
It's
to
not.
throw another ball into the thing. Like, you know what I mean? Whereas there's a wee bit more skill involved in American football,
Yeah.
and you can look and you can see you wonder what play they're going to come up with next, and then you can gauge what play. Whereas in basketball, they're just going,
six people back
I'm
and
gonna
forth.
try and-
How many people?
go up here and put a ball in a hoop.
Lost
It's
it.
only like a wee
Yeah.
bit away.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to the basketball Jets.
Yeah.
It's
You know,
obviously it's hard enough in a summer, right? And
Yes,
stuff.
it's,
There'll be a lot of
I went
fitness
to
and
try
all
and
that.
play for them, so I did, and I realized that I have no cardio.
Right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Fair
And
enough.
my legs
That's-
stopped working after every wee while. So I was like, you know what, I'm not going to play that.
Not a bit of a height differential with basketball with you two.
No, it's all about that.
No, sorry.
Nothing but net carry
Nothing
on,
but
mate.
net.
You know what I mean?
Steph Curry job.
I don't know.
That's it.
I'm not a dunker like
Have
that.
you? Well, okay. So have you ever played cricket?
I've played rounders.
No.
Oh,
Just-
here we go.
Please.
I mean, it's nothing similar. To be fair, it's nothing similar.
I did.
all.
I think everybody's had a cricket bat and a cricket thing whenever they were a kid. Like,
Oh.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I remember playing cricket. I think it was in the steeple. You know, the big field in
yeah,
the middle of the
yeah,
steeple.
yeah.
I remember playing cricket there with my cousins. Like, you know what I mean? Because you just go down and it's just like, oh, there's a bat, there's a ball,
Yeah,
there's three
Away
wee
you
sticks.
go. Yeah.
Guy comes in, your mate comes in trying to freaking throw the ball, but
try
you're
and
never
whack
really
it.
that good at it, so you just throw it like that, sort of thing, or go like that. But no,
Have you ever been over to watch a game?
a cricket game.
Yeah, over in Molina at Muckamore.
I'd recommend starting with
No.
the T20 if you haven't watched
Yeah.
cricket before.
I think you're
Genuinely.
probably
I
right.
think,
be the best
I think
idea.
you've said to me a couple of times to come down for beers.
Yes.
Like,
Good
I'll
spot.
come for
Seeing it-
beers,
Seeing
like.
a summer evening, there's no nicer
Yeah,
spot in this
just
town for a
good,
beer.
good
in all
T20
fairness.
game.
Yeah.
It's nice Sunday.
Friday
nice
evening or something,
eve-
T20.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Enjoy it.
definitely.
No, I've been
'Cause-
meaning to go down to your open days and all, like, but
You should get a few of the guys to come down and watch. Said your T20
Look, it's-
game Friday evening.
what's a T20 game?
It's a-
T20 is 20
it's-
overs. It's
Yeah,
the shortest
short,
form of cricket.
Short format.
Oh,
I think 3 hours, 3.5 hours.
3 hours, 15 minutes. I think.
You are
total,
giving
whatever.
us shit for friggin' being
And that's the
wrong.
shortest form, I know. Like, see, the worst part, see your standard cricket on a Saturday and Sundays, 50 overs. You're leaving, let's say it's a away game, you're leaving like 9 in the morning to be down there for like an 11 start. You're finishing at 7. By the time you go in, shower, change, pint,
8
home,
hours
it's
of
like
cricket.
8:30, 9 o'clock by the time you're home.
What?
Deadly.
I'd
That's
say
a
that was
full.
my-
That's a day's work.
Literally.
that's it.
Literally.
I could.
And then you can have a double header. You have a
And
Saturday and
how do
Sunday
you do
game.
that for 8 hours? Like, I mean, do you have breaks or do you have?
You have a tea in the middle of it. You go in and get tea and crumpets and all sorts in the middle, and nice wee fresh fancies and
nice bun.
oh wow. Nice wee
fruit
fancy.
You know what? It just sounds so bizarre when you're coming down going, I went and did this here. I went and watched the start of this game, and then I went over and watched the full game, and then came back and you're only starting your second half, and then he's sitting there playing, talking about a sport that's 8 hours long.
But the game is going on the whole time at that time.
Then how do you do that?
Because an over is 6 legal deliveries. And by
I
the time,
don't know what an over is. You keep saying over.
I know. I'm sorry. It's just
forget it.
six balls. You know when that
Tell
boy
me
runs
what.
and throws a ball.
So you're sitting there throwing if you're the bowler,
Yes.
you're throwing a ball for 8 hours.
No,
straight.
Because in a 50 over game, you will have a minimum of 5 bowlers.
That's
that
over
can bowl.
50s.
Yeah, to forget it.
No, it's 50 over. I'm just
just
pointless.
forget it.
It's completely
No, I need to
pointless.
know. I need to know what the crack is here.
Well, the best thing you can do is come over and watch.
Yeah,
Best
it's
thing.
easy to
For
explain.
8 hours?
No.
T20.
Start
Take a day
off
off work for
Start
that.
off gentle. Start off
Friday
gentle. Come and watch your T20.
What's the 3.5 hour
Sure,
one?
I can show you now. I'm fully retired. I'll bring you down to Friday night.
Right.
Right, we'll
So
go
that's
on
the
to that.
official announcement, guys.
You're desperate to tell us about why are you giving it up?
Because I can't be bothered giving up a full day anymore to go and play a sport, and I can just go play golf for 4 hours and come down on beer. I only play cricket for the beer half the time anyway.
So there's beer? You're allowed beer when you're
There's
playing
no-
this sport?
Well, not if you're playing, no.
well,
What
there's a
about,
few
what,
boys
about,
off
what
that.
about a tea?
No.
You can have a cup of tea, like.
Sounds like you still will play midweek cricket then, Stuart.
No midweek cricket, Jonesy.
How do you play midweek cricket whenever people
I am
have
not.
jobs?
Well, midweek
Start
it's
at
a T20 and you start at 6, so
And
it's
you
over by
finish
9
at 2 in the morning?
No, 9 o'clock at
No,
night.
it's T20.
T20 is the 3 hour one.
Finish at 2 in the morning.
He's just not processing at all. Floodlit cricket.
Candles out there.
Floodlit cricket.
Damn, I know.
Floodlit cricket.
You're on floodlight, no?
Yeah, it's a good shout. Floodlit cricket.
Oh, yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah.
Well, I think you're being hasty about giving up.
No, me and Jamie having a subtle agreement, shall we
You
say?
and Jamie.
It's only for
McGowan.
20 quid. Like, I'm sure you got
Me
afford
and,
20 quid. Like.
me and RP, we have a subtle agreement there, and I'm gonna win it. So
I love it. You're going to be like, I'm not playing cricket because at the end of it, I'll win 20 quid.
I mean, it's more than 20. But you know,
You know, he's giving it up.
25.
He doesn't want to pay the subs. That's his problem.
Oh, you shit at it, are you?
I'm a shit at cricket. Yeah, I'm not great.
No, you're not. It's a good piece.
I was.
What position do you play?
It's not as such as a position to play. I'd be more of a bowler than anything. But it wouldn't exactly be like a position like American football. It's
He's
a
a bowler.
role.
You got a ton though, didn't you? He's got a ton.
I've never scored a ton, no. A couple of 50s.
Yeah, a couple of
50s and no tons.
I thought I took a
Highest
picture
I've
of you.
scored 81.
Tons are hard. Like.
81, then it got struck off because they decided that they weren't going to use or they used net run rate instead of Duckworth Lewis, and the game should have been thrown out, but they got played
Yeah,
anyway. But sure,
don't-
we'll just not talk about it.
As soon as you said Duckworth Lewis, he just
Hey,
like,
really?
oh,
what- what's going on here?
Duckworth now. Is that not a guy from like Coronation Street?
In one ear, out the other.
I've never Duckworth. No, it's not. No,
Oh, God.
I think it's a mathematical equation, isn't it, Jonesy?
It is.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It's
So,
it's
a
not easy to
new fella
explain.
coming down to play cricket,
Yeah.
you don't have a specific position.
No.
Well, no. You
Well,
got-
everyone has to bat, so that's a good place to start.
Everybody has to bat,
Everybody has to bat.
Well,
even if you're really terrible at batting. No.
yeah,
that's where
but
you bat number
bat
11.
lower down. Yeah.
You
What do
bat
you mean?
last.
What do you mean?
You
But
bat
you,
last.
you know, bat
You've
last.
two
you-
people bat at one time. You can only have 2 people at one time. So when somebody gets out, the next person
Neil,
goes in.
You're going to have to come down.
So you have 11 people
Be so much
that can do
easier.
that. Yeah, it's so much easier when you see it. And you can
But
actually
how are you
physically
going to
explain.
explain it to me whenever you're playing?
I'm not.
No,
'cause I'm
I'll
retired.
sit with you.
No,
Right.
I'm retired. I'll
He's
buy you.
retired as
I'll
well.
buy you a
Right.
pint.
And there's beers.
There's
involved?
beers.
Right, sweet.
I mean,
You'll
could have a
love
bet-
it there,
Could
I
have
swear
a
to
better
you.
draft beer
I do
selection,
like
but,
beer.
you know,
You like beer?
Mm.
Oh, good.
I like beer.
good
Yeah.
Guinness. To be fair, do you like Guinness?
I can drink Guinness, yeah.
It's good Guinness
Yeah.
because the beer selection on tap's not wonderful. I mean, it's not.
What's your
poor,
beer
but-
selection? We're never getting to the
But
ask
real
Jonesy.
topics
Jonesy
here.
knows.
It
Bud
might,
Light.
might be changing for next year.
Bud Light
Hopefully a better
Carling.
selection.
Who's your supplier?
I don't think.
Jonesy.
I don't think
Drink
Jonesy knows.
Sink.
Drink Sync does your kegs?
I don't. I
Is it not? Surely, well, those drinks there is it not Diageo. All them there, no.
haven't got a clue.
Couldn't tell you. That's sort of because
Why?
the drink, because Carlsberg, Bud Light, and all, I think is that all Diageo? Is it not? No,
Yeah, it's all Diageo.
that's all Diageo.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, maybe it is.
Diageo then. I would say.
Yeah.
I heard the name Drink Sink once.
Bring back talents.
Yeah, they'll do all your bottles and stuff and
Mhm.
your spirits.
Oh, do
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
Pretty
But,
expensive. Don't know what you're at.
well, this is true. I don't suppose you work for a drink supply of any chance.
Well, I used to manage bars and restaurants.
There you
Remember,
go.
like, you know what I mean. So I
Yeah,
know
I
all
remember
the
that.
thick ones. Yep,
I
that was
remember
20 years I did that. Yeah,
I remember that.
What age are you, Nick?
40, mate. I was in
Be the
bars
big-
when I was.
be
I
the big
started. I started in
4-0, mate.
Denadry when I was 13,
Me,
mate.
the big 4-0, mate.
No wonder you've given it up.
Yeah.
No wonder you've given it up. You
Ah,
did
it's
think.
I don't like weekends.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I like to go down and,
Doesn't like
and
work.
drink beer and watch cricket on
Yeah.
weekends.
Should do that. Go down a bit. Get him down.
Oh, well, I'll bring him
Yeah.
down for some Friday evening T20s on. I'll bring
Aye.
him down.
Yeah.
Well,
Enjoy it.
listen, guys, it's been a pleasure.
Has
Really enjoyed you coming in. Thanks very much. It's
no problem.
No
any
problem.
problem.
Anytime.
you know, you come on again, and
That's right.
I'll see you both on the 11th of February.
Yes.
I'll get you 49ers top, Dave. I'll get you on the crew.
Will there be other food apart from? I don't want the hot wings. Hot wings.
At least
Oh, the
a
hot
pizza.
wings is only the challenge. If
No,
you want
no,
to go in
but
the
there'll be
challenge, but
other-
they'll have the wee restaurant and all. There's a
What
wee
time's the
pub
food
beside the pub.
What time's the food open to?
Does
9:30?
burgers and chips and
Oh, that's me.
and
I'm all over that.
pizza. What?
What's it open to 9:30? The food is it, or are they
Half
keeping it on
11.
later? 11:30. They're keeping it open to
They're
food
keeping
first?
that wee hatch thing open,
Oh,
so
the
they'll
wee
do
hatch open.
pizzas and burgers and chips and shit.
Happy days.
You know, I'm
Good
not
stuff.
buying a ticket. I'm getting in on my press pass. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
Press
that,
pass,
yeah.
fair enough.
So you have to take pictures of our podcast too.
That's all right. I'll do that. I'll even come on it and talk about cricket.
Yeah, that'll do.
Take over. We should take over for a couple of hours on the podcast.
Take
and
over the
talk about
podcast.
talk about cricket. Listen, boys, thanks. I really appreciate
No
it.
problem,
I hope
anytime.
you've enjoyed it. I hope people have
Haven't
enjoyed
did,
talking.
yeah.
It's been
you
great.
know, and we'll chat again soon.
Happy days.
Happy days.
No
All right,
bother.
guys. Cheers, man.
See you
Thank you.
later.